Hello my friends and welcome to London. I never thought I would be back in this place, but video gaming has led me here. So, you know, it should be apparent to anybody that with the deployment zone distance and the furthest hex to take, I won't zoom out too far here. No hexes to take over here. Because you're going to get right up. I mean, that's like a distance of 11 tiles. So basically, we have to move forward one tile every other turn to be on point. It's pretty crazy. Now, what we can note about this is that this area is basically secure. Because there's no way of getting across here, really. And we did get a warning in the briefing that Churchill's going to try an armoured counter-push. The thing is, between the river and the close terrain, an armoured counter-push just seems destined to fail if we just put even the slightest effort into stopping it. And so the order of the day is probably just going to be to grind through London without taking, you know, horrible losses. Right, so let's make our repairs. I thought I did this last time, but I guess not. I'll let my Tiger self-repair. That will save us some money. We are a lot less damaged than we were last time. That is for certain. Our fighters remain quite cheap. Kind of sad that this Strat Bomber didn't self-heal. But we learn something every day. Okay. Once again, this anti-aircraft gun that I brought along that doesn't have transport might prove itself useful, owing to the fact that we really have nowhere to go. So the real question is now, how do we address the battle? We could, and this is all close as well. We could push up here, and then sweep across, while just making a line here. Or we can, of course, put the bulk of our force around here, and then push up and across. Now the funny part is, getting in and around is... So there could be enemies here, right? So getting in and around is a bit of a pain. So in some ways it does make sense to actually push up and then across. Because you can just get up here and then go across. I don't know, I have to play this one by ear a little bit. Right, so we've got all these fighters which I overstrengthed on the grounds of I had a lot of core slots available. $15 over strength seems a bit extreme. Actually, I should put this one back, right? Because that's the one with the half price. The half slots cost. Dude. I think 13 strength would be sufficient here. Okay. 6 infantry. Is it enough? This is a nice open area. So, I think... Do you know what the funniest part is? That these friggin... The old boat pirate infantry is still 1 core slot. It's just hilarious to me. Because what you can do is, you know, as we know, infantry in a city is almost impossible to remove without artillery. So what we can do is... we can just move them into the critical objective cities and just leave them there. That's actually just a supply hex. They're like conscripts. And as long as they just sit there and start entrenching, they'll be very difficult to remove. Right. We'll have pioneers here to block this entrance. See, we have some hills here. This would have been ideal for mountaineers if I'd have kept any, but I got rid of them in the end. A Mark III Panzer. There's no upgrade for this. I'm not super interested in running a whole fleet of Tigers. I know I can afford it. But you just have to think that it's a lot of money. They're very expensive. Okay, we'll have this Tiger here. If the tank push is coming, it's going to come here. I'm going to require artillery in this area. Scouts to keep an eye on possible counter-attack. Right. We're just so spread out here. It's actually really not ideal. Close tiles should have infantry in. Tanks in the open tiles. The thing I need to do more than anything is to consolidate my forces as quickly as possible. Of course, the early game will probably be dominated by the British throwing whatever is left of their air force at me. I feel like the deployment of heavy artillery in this area would be good because of all the hills. This could be very messy to begin with. This is more spread out than I would really ever want to be. Okay. I think this is gonna be fine. So what we'll do is this group, with the flame tanks and the engineers, will push in, try and create a front line. This group is just going to have to sit here and hold the line. A lot of the heavy work is going to be done by the Air Force, I think. Well, fortunately, I mean, we have a pretty much ideal position here. 1, 2. 2 airfields on this side, 3, 4. Okay, their Air Force could be anywhere. Two fighters, Strat and Torpedo. I think I'll just run 2 fighters over here. There's going to be plenty of things I can hit from here. So I need to reorganize this. So that all the units are escorted. Okay, can I enhance this a little bit? Okay, I'm not 100% content with this setup, but I can only presume that this is going to be another slog of pushing infantry out here. So this battle group here is literally all my best infantry push gear, and more of it here. This tank is not so useful, but anyway. That battle group should be able to start pushing in and dealing with the infantry. The armoured counterattack that we were warned about, I just want to hold the line here and use the Air Force to get it under control. Basically, if there's an armoured counterattack coming, as soon as it starts to attempt to cross the river, I want to bomb it into paste. With 25 turns, we've got lots of time, and who knows how much Air Force the British have got left, but if we can just work on the first 5 turns of holding the position that we have, putting all of their aircraft in the ground, then we give our Air Force basically a carte blanche to torpedo bomb tanks into dust. And then that should be it. I'm floating like 2,000 prestige here. There are things I could do to upgrade what I have. at the moment, it doesn't feel necessary. I could buy half tracks for all my infantry, for example, which will enhance their attack and defense capability, but I don't know if that really appeals to me. What is quite funny is the half track adds, so it adds extra stats to your unit. It's a really significant upgrade for the Bridge Pioneers. I think it doubles their attack. So if you're using them for the purposes of bait, like I am here, or just holding the line, you can significantly enhance their value. My recon cars are only here for sight purposes as well. I mean, it should be obvious that they're not going to get any work done in a city like London. Okay, that's it for now. That's the deployment. I'm not so sure about this battle, but we'll see how it turns out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.